Hey folks, 5.4, dealing with variables on both sides. Remember to organize your notes by putting the date, and don't forget to name it. Oh no! Just kidding. There you go. Tara! So, when in doubt, collect like terms. So sometimes it's a little bit difficult when you come across a question that looks like this. What? There are variables everywhere! Okay, so let's tame the variable. First things first, this one right here, we can collect like terms on this side. So with this one we need to solve and we need to verify. 5 minus 8 is negative 3x equals x plus 8. This is a weird one, right? Because there are two places where there are x's. In this case, we want to get x's only on one side and numbers only on the other side. The easiest way to do that is to take this x and put it over on that side. So we can do that. We can definitely do that. We just need to subtract x from this side so that plus x minus x is 0. And we need to also subtract x from this side. So what we get is negative 4. So negative 3x minus x is negative 4x equals 8. You've seen this kind before. This is just we're one step away from finishing up. Negative 4x equals 8. We're going to divide both sides by negative 4 because negative 4 is multiplied by x. And I get x equaling negative 2. So let's verify this. Left hand side, right hand side. Let's take a quick peek at the original equation. So the left hand side is 5x minus 8 and minus 8x, and the right hand side is x minus 8. Now we're going to have to do something for both of these because we have two places on both sides there were x's. So I need to substitute wherever I see an x, I need to put a negative 2. Let's just focus on the left hand side first. 5 times negative 2 minus 8 times negative 2. 5 times negative 2 is negative 10 minus 8 times negative 2 is negative 16. We need to do some fancy footwork here because we have a negative butted up against a negative. Negative 10 plus 16, and we get a final answer of 6. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure that this is the same as, oh wait, look at this. We have a plus, and I wrote a minus. So let's change that real quick. So if I were to say x, substitute in for my x is a negative 2 plus 8. Negative 2 plus 8 is positive 6. Left hand side equals right hand side. And we are so happy! Woot woot! Now this question right here, it doesn't have variables on both sides, but it's kind of a weird one. And at first glance, it looks like it's just a one-stepper. You want to multiply both sides by 154. Oh, what? No, because the k is in the denominator. So don't let that trick you. Something that is worth mentioning that k can't equal 0. If you guys have an iPhone, go Siri, what's 1 divided by 0? And she's going to go like on a crazy rant. Okay, so we want to make sure that Siri doesn't go on a crazy rant. And we want to make sure that k cannot equal 0 because in fact anything divided by 0 is an error in your calculator, but what actually it's saying is if you divide something by 0 it's infinity, but that's for another video. Let's keep on with this one. So there are two ways that I can do this. Okay, step number 1 is all steps. Or method number 1 is all steps. And method number 2 is a shortcut. So here's how I feel about shortcuts. Shortcuts are great if you can remember them. And if you only half remember them, you'll get them wrong. Okay, so what's important first is that we know exactly what's going on so that we can shortcut it. So when we're doing all steps, 155 divided by k is 31. So k is in the denominator, or we can say that k is the lowest common denominator, which is kind of weird, but I want to multiply both sides by k to get it out of the denominator. So k divided by k times 155 is just 155 equals 31k. Now I need to isolate this k, and it's multiplied by 31, so I want to divide both sides by 31. And I'm going to say 155 divided by 31 is 5. 31 divided by 31 is 1 times k is k. So 5 equals k, or k equals 5, whatever works. Okay, so that's how we would full on finish this. That if you want to know the shortcut, 155 over k, and we're going to set this up like cross-multiplying question. 31 over 1. What can happen is the denominator of 1 can be switched with the denominator of the other. So I'm going to say 155 divided by 31 equals k. Now this is only going to work when a variable is in the denominator. 155 divided by 31 is simply 5 equals k. Okay, it's shorter. This I would love for you to do for the first little bit, because you need to know that you need to multiply both sides by k to get the k out of the denominator, and then you need to divide both sides by 31. This right here is the one that I want you to use all the time. If you fully understand that and feel comfortable with the shortcut, yeah, okay, you can go for it. Let's test this out. Let's verify it. Left-hand side, oh wow. Left-hand side, right-hand side, and we have 155 over k, and this side equals, is it 5? No, it's 31. Nothing that we need to do on this right-hand side, but I can substitute in 5 for k. 155 divided by 5. 155 divided by 5, guess what, folks? You bet. It is 31. Left-hand side equals right-hand side, and we are happy and good. So in summary, when in doubt of what to do when variables are on both sides of the equal sign, collect like terms. We also learned that when the variable is in the denominator, the equation is a two-step problem. What I want you to focus